Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss the exercise of this chapter 4. Remember this one, only this unit in your UT1 syllabus. So please prepare it very well and collect your queries regarding to this chapter. Tomorrow we have the online class for chemistry. Timing is 11:20 to 12. So please discuss all the queries or all the problems in that class, right? So now please we start this exercise. Which of the following can be beaten into thin sheets? Only metal can be beaten into thin sheets. Here 4 options are given to you: zinc, phosphorus, sulfur and oxygen. You know phosphorus, sulfur, oxygen are non-metals, zinc is metal, so only answer is A, that is zinc. Another question, which of the following statement is correct? So for such type of questions you go through each options one by one and then you decide your answer. Which of the following statement is correct? All metals are ductile. No. Mercury is not ductile. All non-metals are ductile. Non-metals ductile होते ही नहीं है. Generally metals are ductile. It is correct. Some non-metals are ductile. No non-metal is ductile. So only C option is correct. Now what is the difference in option A and C? A without assertion giving the statement that all metals are ductile, but we know our mercury metal is not ductile because it is liquid at the room temperature, so there is no matter to ductile or malleability of the mercury. So option C is correct, that is generally metals are ductile because most of the metals are ductile. Now fill in the blanks. Phosphorus is very reactive non-metal. You know very well phosphorus. When we expose that in air, it catch fire and start to burn and changes into the phosphorus oxide. It reacts with the oxygen present in the air. So phosphorus is very reactive non-metal. So we store that in the water. Metals are good conductor of heat and electricity. This is B. C. Iron is more reactive than copper. Next D. Metals react with acids to produce hydrogen gas. Right? This is general equation. I told you that metal plus HCl gives salt plus hydrogen gas. Now mark true if the statement is true and false if the statement is false. Generally non-metals react with acids. Generally metals react with acids, so this is false. Sodium is a very reactive metal, correct. Copper displaces zinc from zinc sulfate solution, wrong, because copper is less reactive than zinc, so it can't displace zinc from zinc sulfate solution, hence C is wrong. Coal can be drawn into wires, no, coal is non-metal, so it can't be drawn into the wires. Question number 5, some properties are listed in the following table. Distinguish between metals and non-metals on the basis of these properties. And student, all the answers of this exercise given in your notes, and one is a solved assignment is also given in the notes. Along with the notes, this solved assignment is also given. So please go through them carefully and learn and prepare the chapter very well for your forthcoming exam. Right? Now appearance: metal shiny appearance, non-metals dull appearance. Hardness: metals are hard, non-metals are soft. Malleability: metal show malleability, non-metal does not show malleability. Ductility: metals show ductility, non-metals do not show ductility. Heat conduction: metals are good conductor of heat, non-metals are poor conductor of heat. Conduction of electricity: metals are good conductor of electricity, non-metals are poor conductor of electricity. Generally, not 100%, because you know carbon, allotrope, graphite is non-metal, even then it is good conductor of electricity. So graphite used to prepare electrodes of the cell. Now another question. Give reason for the following. Aluminium foils are used to wrap food item because aluminium is a good conductor of heat. Immersion rods for heating liquids are made up of metallic substance because because metals are good conductor of heat and electricity, so we prepare immersion rod with metallic substances. Copper cannot displace zinc from its solution because copper is less reactive than zinc, so it can't displace zinc from its salt solution. Sodium, potassium are stored in kerosene because these two are very reactive metal, so to protect them from reacting with atmospheric humidity, oxygen, etc. We store that in the kerosene oil. Can you store lemon pickle in aluminum utensils? No, because lemon pickle having the H plus ion, it is sure and test, so it is acidic in nature and having H plus ions. And aluminium is more reactive than hydrogen, so aluminium displaces these H plus ions in the form of hydrogen gas, and itself aluminium in terms of aluminium ions come in the pickle, and aluminium ions are very harmful or poison for our body. So we have to avoid to wrap the food item in aluminium foil, to cook the food items in the aluminium containers. So we have to avoid our cooking or wrapping the food material in aluminium is very important for our healthy life, right? So aluminium is very poisonous for us and it affects our brain. In the following table, some substances are given in column 1 and column 2. Some uses are given. Match the items in column 1 with the column 2. Gold, used to prepare jewelry. Iron, used to prepare machinery because it is very hard and strong. Aluminium, it is used to prepare foil to wrapping food. Carbon, it is used as a fuel because it reacts with oxygen and highly exothermic reaction is there, easily available. So there are some reasons we use carbon as fuel. Copper, used to prepare electrical wires because it has ductility and it can be drawn into the wires. It can be drawn into the wires and good conductor of electricity. So copper used to prepare electrical wires. Mercury, used in thermometers, very important. Mercury is very heat sensitive. On giving the heat, its volume increases. This is the reason it is used in thermometers. What happens when? Listen very carefully. Dilute sulfuric acid is poured on a copper plate. Sulfuric acid reacts with copper, but copper is less reactive than hydrogen, so it can't displace hydrogen from sulfuric acid. Sulfuric acid formula is H2SO4. So reaction is taking place, but hydrogen cannot liberate. So what will be the reaction? Copper plus sulfuric acid, it form copper sulfate plus H2O plus SO2, sulfur dioxide gas, right? So remember this reaction very well. That is, copper is less reactive than hydrogen, so it can't displace hydrogen from sulfuric acid, but certainly copper react with sulfuric acid and form copper sulfate, water and sulfur dioxide gas. No hydrogen gas released in this equation, in this reaction. Iron rays are placed in copper sulfate solution. Iron is more reactive than copper, so iron displaces copper from copper sulfate solution and form iron sulfate plus copper. So copper deposit over the iron nails. So iron nails having the black shiny appearance, but due to the deposition of copper, they turn into the red brown in color. So what will be the chemical equation here? Iron plus copper sulfate changes into iron sulfate plus copper. You have to write the word equation for each one. So these are the word equation for each one reaction. In first case, H2SO4, so sulfuric acid plus copper changes into copper sulfate plus water plus sulfur dioxide gas. In the second case, it is copper sulfate plus iron changes into iron sulfate plus copper. All things are given in your notes. Please go through them carefully. Saloni took a piece of burning charcoal and collected the gas evolved in a test tube. So burning charcoal release carbon dioxide gas, right? What will happen? How will she find the nature of gas? Nature matlab it is acidic or basic. She should collect the liberated gas in a gas jar and then add some amount of water, swirl it well, and then with the help of litmus papers, red and blue, one by one, she can check the nature of this gas. So this gas, water solution of this gas can turn blue litmus red, hence the gas is acidic in nature. And you know charcoal is non-metal, so non-metal oxides will be acidic in nature. Write down word equation for all the reactions taking place in this process. Number 1, process burning of charcoal in the air. So charcoal plus oxygen or air changes into carbon dioxide. Then carbon dioxide dissolved in water. So carbon dioxide plus water changes into carbonic acid. This is equation number 2. And carbonic acid plus blue litmus changes into the red litmus. So these are the equations or reactions involved in this particular activity, right? Thank you.